Master0063 here to kick off a new project, Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 1, or Mag-Mammal as it's more common, also it's abbreviated to. Yes, it's been absolutely ages since I've done a Mega Man game. I think the last one was Let's Play Perfect Runs of Mega Man 9 back at the beginning of 2017, so yes, absolutely ages. For a channel that was largely created with the intended purpose of doing Mega Man projects and such like that, particularly Let's Play Perfect Runs, yeah, it's been way too long. I apologise for the delay in Mega Man 10, as I said in my update video at the end of last year. That will be coming sometime in 2018, but I'm nowhere near ready to do that at the moment. So, yeah, this is going to be a Mega Man game, as well as the second contest game as well to fill in the gap. I don't play a lot of the Mega Man sort of fan games, if you will, per se. Some, and I'll mention some of those as we go through this game. But yeah, the two contest ones where creators were invited to submit levels, to this game were brilliant ideas, and I really enjoy the content in these games. So I thought these were well worth showing off, particularly the second one, which is frankly an absolutely phenomenal effort and fan game. Just the amount of content in that is mind blowing, and yeah, that's an absolute stellar fan game. But yeah, I've got lots more to say in way of introduction. But let's kick off the game proper with the opening cutscene, and I'll talk more when we get into the game proper. In the year 20XX. It had been months since Dr. Wily's last defeat, and to celebrate this amazing peacetime, a surprise party had been planned for Mega Man. The citizens of, insert name of Mega Man City here, put together a massive festival to celebrate Mega Man's achievements. Predictably, peace did not last for very long. Soon after the festival started, chaos struck.
Did you all miss me? I was busy planning my world domination for the past few months. I've heard about this pathetic festival about that mega twerp, and as such, I've decided to take it over. And don't even try to get to my castle, Mega Man. I've protected it with an unbreakable barrier.
You don't know how right you are, Dr. Wily. You don't know how right you are.
Just try and stop me. There's no way you can win this time, Mega Man.
So, first off, just bear with me while I configure the controls. Done. I guess that's the first thing to say. I think pretty much like everyone, we've been playing this game on a keyboard. I couldn't figure out a way to get a controller working on this. I had for the second one. The second Mega Man level contest game. There seems to be a controller option for that. But yeah, like I think pretty much everybody, I'm having to stick with a keyboard. So that's the first thing to say. Yeah, playing Mega Man games with a keyboard, not my forte, shall we say. So yeah, expect clumsiness, expect deaths abound, and yeah, expect hilarity more or less every turn by me stumbling over the controls. The other thing I was going to say as well is this game, in terms of the content, I'm only going to be able to show off the actual entries to the contest. This, as you can sort of see up there with the way where it's hosted on Sprites Inc. That link now seems to be completely gone or defunct or whatever. So try download the game from there. It says like bandwidth exceeded and such. So I came to this game kind of late in the day after I heard about the second one. But yeah, I can't seem to get hold of a version that has the post game, if you will. So the Wily fortresses and the stuff that takes place even after that. So all I've got, I say all I've got, it's still about 80% of the game, if not more. So yeah, still a large chunk of the game. There's no problem at all with the second contest one. That's got the full game for that. That's absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, I will say, quote unquote, just the contest entries for the first one. So yeah, that unbreakable barrier Wily was talking about is going to be truly unbreakable. I am not going to be able to break through it in this version. Anyway, yeah, a few more things to say, but let's kick off the game. And I'm not doing the voices anymore because there's going to be so many Robot Masters and such like that, so I'm not going to bother to actually try and give each one a different voice. Wily will do, but otherwise, just going to use my regular voice. Dr. Light, ugh, the festival's in ruins. Wily's robots have overrun it all. Mega Man, is there any way to break the barrier around Wily's fortress? No, unfortunately there is not. Fortunately, yes. I was able to investigate the barrier while you were dealing with some robots downtown. It seems that the barrier can be shattered with exactly 24 energy elements. Strangely, Dr. Wily has scattered them across the festival. Smells like a trap to me, but it's the only chance we got. Alright then, I've set up teleporters to the various festival areas around the lab. Take the teleporters and retrieve the elements. Good luck, Mega Man. Be safe. So, first off, Mega Man acts as he normally does. He can jump, he can slide, he can shoot, he can also charge shot. Shoot Dr. Light in the face. He also has weapon energy. We'll come to that in just a moment. Let's head down here and speak to Auto and Bombman. Lots of the Robot Masters are gathering here to cheer you on. Some have some useful advice. We've set up a little target practice down here, if you want to mess with your weapons. So yeah, the weapons for this game were actually voted on by fans, I guess, in terms of which weapons they want to see in the game. I believe it wasn't like a free-for-all across the entire classic series. I think there was like one long-range weapon, one sort of short-range weapon, one possibly a shielded weapon. I'm not quite sure whether I'm getting ahead of the second contest, but yeah, I don't believe it was like a free-for-all, and that there was some criteria where there had to be like a mix of weapons, and that you couldn't just have like all of the same type. I mean, if you had one that had, for instance, all the shield weapons, I'm struggling to remember now, but yeah, Woodman, Skullman, Plantman, Jewelman, Pumpman, all that kind of thing. Probably wouldn't be a nice mix of weapons. So yeah, let's go through them all, and I'll show you the menu here as well. So we've got, I'll show them off as well, but yeah, we've got 8 Robot Master weapons. We've also got Rush Jet and Rush Coil, sorry. Yeah, let's go through. Whoops, let's go back. Let's go through the weapons. So first up, we have Metal Blade from Metal Man from Mega Man 2. Well, it was somewhat predictable, I guess, that it was going to be in the game, but yeah, you can't really see it very well with all the target, with all the whoops, lovely, with all the target. Oh, for goodness sake, are you joking? With all the targets in the way, but yeah, the range of the Metal Blade is pretty expansive. It can shoot any which way direction, and yeah, it's always awesome, but it's always a little bit overpowered. I'm always slightly nervous about Metal Blade use. So we have Gemini Laser from Gemini Man from Mega Man 3. We have Solar Blaze from Solar Man from Mega Man 10. Top Spin from Top Man from Mega Man 3, which is infinitely better in this game than it was in in Mega Man 3. Very surprised this one got in, must admit. And this one, although this one again seems to be much more useful. But yeah, we've got Thunderwolf from Sheepman from Mega Man 10. We have Black Hole Bomb from Galaxy Man from Mega Man 9. It's incredibly loud. We have Pharaoh Shot. You can't really see it very well again there, but which you can charge up and shoot. And we've got, this is a really nice one, which I'm pleased to see it, is a Magic Card from Magic Man from Mega Man and Bass. And then, as I said before, I'll just show these off. We have Rush Coil, which works rather nicely. It actually works if you step on it, rather than just jumping on it, so you don't have to actually jump on it. But yeah, it's a good Rush Coil, not the one from Mega Man 5. And, unfortunately, a ridiculously wonky Rush Jet, which is glitchy as all hell. I really don't like using in this game, but unfortunately we're going to have to, because there are certain points in time where Rush Jet is going to be, let's say, almost mandatory. But yeah, unfortunately, Rush Jet is not the best in this game. There are a few areas where the physics and such like that, or the mechanics just seem a little bit wonky, which we'll fix for the second one. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I was going to say. The last thing I probably want to mention now, the only thing I can think to remember now is that I'm going to be doing commentary as I go through here. It's a bit different from my usual Mega Man ones, including the fan games I've played, like Mega Pony and such like that, or indeed Mega Man Day in the Limelights. Well, I don't think I can really be bothered to do like post commentary, play through the game and do post commentary. So yeah, I'm talking as I'm playing. So yeah, and I'm going to try and do because there are 20 contest entries for this game. 4 in for each of the 5 tiers plus bosses, although not a boss in the final one. But yeah, I'm going to try and maybe keep this to 1 tier per recording. That might be difficult. I know tier 3 is going to be quite a long one, so I might have to split tier 3. But yeah, I'm aiming for maybe a tier per video. So that would have to be done in 5 videos. But anyway, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say as way of introduction. Let's actually get into the game proper now. Roll. Good luck, Mega Man. Remember to use your special weapons. Well, I guess I should say on that yeah, those who watch my, I know I do perfect runs where I'm sort of deliberately not using Robot Master weapons, but yeah, don't tend to use Robot Master Weapons all that much. It's not my sort of regular play style. So yeah, apologies if the Robot Master Weapons don't get that much love in this Let's Play. They certainly will do in the second contest, because while that game is massive and the Robot Master Weapons will be used extensively in that one, but maybe not quite so much this time around. But I think we'll still get to see some use out of them. Tango is asleep. Ah, cats. So much better than dogs. Let's leave that controversy there. Level information will be given on signs just like this one. The formatting goes as such. Level placement, author, level name, score, total of the judges' scores, and any level awards given. The numbers in parentheses, or brackets, are judge scores, out of 100. The order of these scores is Pyro, Cheese 8, Duvio, Blackmore Darkwing, Mr. Curin. Level comments will be in letters. The judge comments are given consecutively in the order shown in the letter next to this one. Snow and Pyro, Cheese, Duvio, Blackmore Darkwing, Mr. Curin. Given that was exactly the same order that was in the signpost, I'm not too sure why they need to make a letter specifically for the judges' orders. They could have, oh well, never mind. Dr. Cossack. I'm helping with Dr. Light's research on Wily's barrier. We need all the help we can get in times like this. Do all you want, we're not going to be able to break through it. Up, attic, right, tier 1, down, shop, tiers 2 to 5. So let's just go into the attic first off. I'm not going to go down to the shop or towards tiers 2 to 5. Tier 1 is the first one, but the attic's worth showing off at least at the beginning of the game before we do too much. Gutsman. This is the attic, where all the cool robots hang out. Yes, you heard it here first. Gutsman is the only cool robot, or coolbot, as I like to call them, in town. Over time we will get more in the attic, but yeah, for the moment, Gutsman's the only one there. As I say, I'm going to skip the shop and tiers 2 to 5 at the moment. Well, so I'm going to do it in order, and tier 1's the first one. And if I just pause the game again, you can see there with the currency there with bolts, the energy elements on the right hand side, bolts on the left. But yeah, the bolts are going to be the currency, and I haven't got any, so there's not much point visiting the shop at the moment. I couldn't buy anything. Anyway. Tier 1, levels 20 to 17. Let's go. Heatman. Ugh, what's that horrible smell? It's probably a sewer. And here we go with the first contest entry. 20th place, no lynch. Objective, vein space. Score, 9. 8, 11, 8, 18, 0. So, to be honest, scores of 11 and 18 are pretty high for this one, and one judge even saw fit to give it the score of 0. So, let's see what we're dealing with. So I guess while this goes on, basically what I'll probably try and do is I'll play through the level, give a bit of commentary as I'm going through. I'll probably give my thoughts on the level before I see the judges' comments, then we'll read the judges' comments, and yeah, that will be it for each level. But yeah, clearly we're building something absolutely awesome and epic here. Or maybe not. Yep, that is literally the level, a vertical drop down a black hallway that goes on for about 10 to 12 screens, with nothing to do except collect the energy element at the bottom. So yeah, I have no problem with this coming in last place, given that it was obviously clearly the one that had the least amount of effort put into it, and indeed I'd probably go with a score of 0 if I were judging, but maybe slightly higher, like maybe like a 1 or a 2 or something token for at least entering the contest, I don't know, but yeah, I've no problem with that coming bottom. It's not my least favourite by any stretch of the imagination because, well, there's no frustration to it. So, yeah, there are levels later on. In fact, I think my least favourite might actually be a tier 3 level, funnily enough. But, yeah, no frustration to be had there whatsoever. There's definite frustration to be had in some levels. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that level. What do the judges think? We have a winner here. All right, you got me. I thought my game was glitched for a moment. Can't fool me again, though. Watch this get on Steam Greenlight as a masterpiece. What? And yeah, that's probably the most apt comment. Just a bunch of question marks, although why there's one short of completely filling up the 4th row, not quite sure, but yeah, let's leave that level there, shall we? The level to the right of me is optional. The energy element is right at the beginning. The original exit is still there, though. Oh dear. 19th place. Kaz Cake. City War. Score 14.4. 22, 21, 8, 12, 9. Pyro, Cheese, Blackmore Darkwing, and Mr. Curim's least favourite. Yeah, this level got the least favourite of 4 of the 5 judges. Wow. And I will be attempting to go through the level, and we could just pick up the energy elements right there at the beginning. But yeah, at least it looks pretty good. The background looks pretty nice, and the soundtrack actually is pretty good. But yeah, we're soon going to be seeing, and I'm going to die right at the beginning here, but I'm doing it deliberately. We're soon going to be seeing what an absolute glitchy mess this is, where there's absolutely no consistency whatsoever. Again, here, what am I doing? Hovering just in you know, above the ledge here. It also looks like I can't make that gap, and no, I can't. But I can make that gap. Again, solid floor for no reason. And no solid floor for no reason. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So, yeah, basically, I'm going to get to the point where we get to the solid ground where I got to previously. And then we are just going to basically rush jet, or try and rush jet through the level. Because this level is just an absolute glitchy mess. I have no idea where... or what is solid, no idea what is hollow. And yeah, it's an absolute train wreck. And wow, I failed to get up to the blasted window up there, which is not good. The higher up I can be, the better. And unfortunately, I've got rush crawl here in a bad situation. So yeah, let's get up here and we'll try that again. If my jump actually is, yeah, okay, my jump does go this high, right. Yeah, and I'm also going to try and pick up the, wow, okay, that's not going to work very well, is it? Okay, try and pick up the weapon energy as we go as well, because I'm not going to avoid that one because I'm pretty much full. But yeah, unfortunately the level goes on. I mean, it's not massive, don't get me wrong, but the level goes on for quite a while. And yeah, Rush Jet as it currently stands, I'm going to need to refill to get all the way through because yeah, so the level is not massively long, but long enough to the point where I'm actually not going to get through. You know, straight off. So I need to, and I've fallen through a gap. Lovely, because yeah, visible holes in the floor. Fantastic. And Rush Jet is now pretty much at its bare minimum. So yay, wonderful. In that case, what I think I'm probably going to do is probably going to die actually, because so I've got no idea where all the bleeding holes are. I've used all the... In fact, there is a weapon energy, isn't there, that I could hopefully get to, but beyond that, I think, yeah, Rush Jet now being empty is going to be a huge problem. I could, I suppose, farm here for weapon energy, which, of course, you're not going to give me. Terrific. Can't quite get over there with the Rush Crawl either, so we're going to have to Rush Jet that. Hopefully there aren't any holes here. I could at least get to a point where I could refill Rush Jet just a little bit here. But there are holes, wouldn't you just know it? Well, with there being a hole there, at least Rush Coil, I presume, will be able to get me back. No, it won't be able to get me back up. That's amazing. So where was the hole? And you also see the problem. At least that actually illustrated where the hole was for me. So that was helpful. But yeah, you're kind of seeing a bit of the problem with this level in the sense that yeah, you mess up first time. There's obviously a hole there as well. You mess up first time when you're trying to use Rush Jet all the way across, and yeah, you end up with a bit of a problem because what is solid, what is hollow, what's going to be an obstacle, you just don't know. That doesn't hit it. That's lovely. Just get some extra energy. All the extra energy is going to be helpful here. Yeah, what's solid, what's hollow, you just don't know. It's an absolute train wreck of a level. There's just Rush Jet again, and part of that actually will be the physics per se. I suppose maybe not completely the level's fault, but I mean, good grief! Just the solid floor, the hollow floor is just absolutely ridiculous beyond belief. So okay, let's Rush Jet that. Hopefully, we'll pick up the energy, and then hopefully no. What the hell did I get hit by there? I'm hoping we're plain sailing from here on out now, because it's been if I get knocked off by this thing, I'm going to scream. But oh, for goodness sake, it is just so awkward to know what to do, and yeah, terrible, absolutely terrible level. So I'm going to try that again, and at least does illustrate something. There is a live system in this game, so yeah, if you actually lose all your lives, I mean, it's pretty standard fare for Mega Man games, I suppose. But yeah, if you lose your lives, then you get sort of kicked back out to the hub. There's no game over per se, so nothing like that. But yeah, the second contest actually changed that up so that you could actually also you had pretty much infinite lives, so you could kind of just continue through the game all the way, you know, without having to go back out of the levels, which is super helpful for most levels. I'm in a bit of a situation here again now, so I'm not sure how Rush Jet's going to work here. Oh, it is going to work. Okay, fine. And I missed the weapon energy. Are you joking? Well, I'm going to have to take a pit stop here and refill now, then, which is irritating to say the least. Yeah, the second contest, basically, yeah, you can just continue on, and yeah, infinite goes, which, for say, some of the levels is going to be super useful because they are really, really long, and you do not want to be dying and having to do stages all over from the start. So yeah, that's certainly a helpful addition to the second contest. Okay, so I know there's a pit there now, so hopefully we can just move on with our merry lives this time. Right, if I go no, so the hitbox there was again weird in the sense that once I clicked the top of the bloody wall there, that I yeah, fell off Rush Jet again. Okay, I think we're good now. And I'm actually, normally I'd be really, really kind of upset and disappointed with all the glitchiness abounds that took place on that level and all the dying, but I think it's actually a perfect illustration of just what an absolute mess that level actually is. So yeah, I'm happy to leave that in. It's a terrible, terrible level. I actually still wouldn't say it's my least favourite. Because, I say, with Rush Jet, provided you don't, the collision detection doesn't screw you over, it's get throughable. But ultimately, all you're doing is Rush Jetting through. But I say, you never know what's solid and what's hollow, and just when you're going to fall into a bottomless pit with that kind of setup going on, that just makes for an absolutely frustrating as hell level to play. And it's absolutely awful. And yeah, I'm not quite sure whether the holes in the floor and just inconsistencies are by choice or by accident. But either way, yeah, screw that level. Let's see what the judges have to say. I'm not going to show you what that is, but I think it's basically a picture of a sort of derfed goopy. Wow, derfed goofy. Although goofy's pretty derfed anyway. But yeah, I think that's what that is. I don't know whether all the invisible holes were an accident or on purpose, and honestly, I'm not sure which would be worse. They really ruined the level. I refuse. No checkpoints at all. Invisible ladders. Yep, not that I encountered them, but yeah, invisible ladders apparently. A number of random invisible holes, very little in the way of actual platforming, a background that really should have been parallaxed, a copious amount of spots where I just used rush, etc. This level is not a good one, at all. I definitely did not enjoy this one. It really feels more of a rush job than anything. I'm not quite sure how to describe this, but it works kind of like a therapy for me. Occasionally, I look at some old Mario Maker levels and get sad because Nintendo patched out the glitch that allows you to have invisible blocks, and blocks to behave like other blocks. When that happens, I load up this level, spend a few minutes on it, and suddenly I respect their decision. Well said. Very well said. Moving on. Toadman. My stage was recoloured for this? 18th place. Canna. Level. Imaginative title there, buddy. Score, 18.4. 19, 13, 8, 22, 30. Let's see what we're dealing with. And this is probably the first, well, I'll say, given the two entries we've had so far, the first vaguely playable level. That doesn't make it an especially good one, but it's certainly playable. Let's at least give it that. The knockback from these croakers is incredibly annoying, and I hate croakers just in general. These sodding small frogs, just absolutely awful. I hate croakers. I hated them in Mega Man 2, and Bubble Man stage, and wherever else they may have been used. But yeah, God, I hate croakers. The small frogs are just absolutely awful. And good placement there on that yam though. That is incredibly hard to dodge simply because it flies across the screen at you, and the terrain there just makes it, unless you take it out maybe with a weapon, maybe that's what you're supposed to do there. That's just incredibly hard to actually avoid or take out quick enough so that you don't get hit. As I say, I'm not doing this by sort of no damage runs or perfect runs or by any stretch of the imagination. I'm simply just getting through these levels, and I got nervous there because I clipped the edge of the top wall there and thought I wasn't going to make that, so I made it and then switched back to the left because I thought I wasn't going to make it. Oh well. Let's just get by you. Get stung by those, which again, I suppose if you know where you need to be to avoid those, then fair enough. But yeah, they come at you again very quickly, and yeah, they're a bit difficult to avoid. And you are just here for, well, aesthetic, I suppose. No other reason. Can't interact with you in any way. But yeah, that's the end of the level. That's the energy element. It's unoffensive. I'll give it that. But it's fairly bland. The background and the tiles and the sprites do look pretty horrible, unfortunately. But it's playable. But it effectively is just kind of like, well, one screen enemy, one screen enemy, one screen enemy. There's very little to it, and yeah, I mean it's playable. Let's say that. So it's not a train wreck like City War, and it's not like a nothing like the Void Space. But yeah, it doesn't have a lot going for it, unfortunately. What to say about this? Oh yeah, you forgot the level exit. Also, there was a level, I guess, and apparently then there was no energy element at the end, so the creators or judges or whatever had to actually put one in. This was incredibly lacking. Nothing is interesting about a room with one enemy and some floating platforms. Mix and match enemies, change up the terrain, make it look nice. You could do better than this. You're not supposed to submit the messing around with the editor as an actual level, buddy. This is kind of like Censored by Pyro 15th place, in the sense that it's there. Nothing about it sticks out in any good or bad way, it's just there. Comment. This level, like its name, seems very unfinished. It was all rather short, and nothing really happened. Yeah, okay, so we'll leave that there. Skullman. Yo, just saying, heads up. The teleporter next to me leads to a pretty ridiculously hard level. It's beatable though. Oh joy. 17th place, Zygrok's Odyssey, The Quickening. Score 35.2, 35, 51, 8, 25, 57. So it managed to score two pretty good ratings from judges, 51 and 57, but also an 8 from someone. And just that name, The Quickening, sends shivers down my spine. And yeah, when a level throws so many extra lives at you, you know you're going to be in for something. Yay, we've got Quickman lasers. So basically, name of the game, move quickly. Now I will stop in each level just to show you what kind of happens, and I will at least praise this level for that, in the sense that you can stick on a level here, when you enter it, when you go up a ladder, you can enter a level, you're not immediately going to get, or you're not going to get screwed over by the quick lasers. So what you can do is you can see what's going to happen, plan out a route, scroll off the screen, scroll back on the screen, and then try and make it, as I've just done there. First go as well, by the way. I'm pretty impressed with that. This one, unfortunately, I had literally no idea how in the world you were supposed to get through that with just normally, because you've got a fan fiend there that's blowing you to the right, that's preventing your progress, and yeah, unfortunately, I have no real way, or I have no idea of how you're supposed to do that legitimately. So what I do, and I think what pretty much everybody does, is black hole bomb to stop the lasers from coming through, and that's a really good technique there to getting through that. Oh, don't you dare! What I'm trying to do here, which obviously is not going to work very well, is avoid the extra lives, or as many of them as I can, because yeah, I'm prone to potentially dying later on, and this is a checkpoint, by the way. But yeah, as many extra lives as I can avoid getting there, because I won't get any more than the maximum I've already got, then the better. So yeah, if I die, and I might die repeatedly, then I can stockpile lives. I've got lives there to pick up again. But let's move on and see what we're dealing with now. So, I'm going to try and do this sort of the normal way first off, and it wasn't quite quick enough. Again, I'm not quite sure, possibly with a Robot Master weapon there. Where am I going to teleport in? Right, or an extra life, nice. Well, at least I can still avoid 4 of them. Oh, there we go. Okay, lovely. That's what I was trying to do. So, yeah, so shoot the enemy to stop it in place, then jump up and quickly round it. You can use the invincibility where, and I almost pulled it off, the invincibility there of that enemy to go through the lasers as well. But, yeah, that's obviously the pro way of doing it, where you actually freeze the enemy so far enough over to the right-hand side that you actually don't get hit by it. And now, to be honest... Oops, wrong button. To be honest, with as many goes at this as I can, I'm hoping that I can pull this off, because basically what I need to do, and it's very difficult to actually get the height of this correct. So with the slight jump height of this spring. But yeah, what you want to do is shoot the platform, and I was way too slow there. Wow. Okay, and that means I'm gonna have to do that screen again. Lovely. Pick up one extra life, why not? Yeah, you have to use the spring there to... Yeah, that was way too slow. But I was able to use invincibility to get through, so I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. Yeah, use the... I need to jump as soon as I get the top to get the top of the thing. Yeah, okay, like that. So yeah, jump, hit the platform. Don't worry, I'll end up there. I'll just pause here for a while. The enemy won't actually shooting fish won't be able to shoot fish down here, so I'm absolutely safe. And there's the exit. Yeah, it's very difficult to get the jump height there and shoot quite quickly at that platform to actually open up so that you're able to progress. I don't believe as well you've got enough time to get rush coil out before the laser will actually get you there. I've not, think I've tried that before, and I don't think I've managed to pull it off, so yeah, that's the way you need to do it. But yeah, it's actually a relatively short level. There's only 5 screens, or 5 screens with quick man lasers that you have to worry about. Obviously the opening screen and the checkpoint halfway screen are nothing, and this screen's obviously nothing, but yeah, there are only 5, but yeah, funnily enough, and I say I have played this obviously before, so I know what I'm up against and I know how to get through. Yeah, it's actually not that bad, although believe me, first time around I was absolutely tearing my hair out with frustration. Oh, and I should also say the second screen, the one with the conveyor belt, you absolutely have to slide along the conveyor belt there to get over to the right hand side to get enough speed. If you try and go up on the platform and avoiding the conveyor belt and slide over, you won't have enough time. So yeah, it's very, very tight, obviously. But yeah, you have to slide on the conveyor belt, which is going over the right hand side to get yourself some extra speed and get yourself over to the right quick enough to avoid the lasers. But yeah, that level didn't go so bad. That went better than City War. I like the music, which was silent. You know, it's probably a good thing there's no music here. A 15-second loop would get real annoying after the first 10 minutes. That was incredibly satisfying to actually complete, by the way. No time to waste the player's time. Oh, alright then. Another Quickman level type. I can't say I'm impressed with this one. Wasn't a fan of Quickman's level, nor was I a fan of Rainbow Man's level. And I can't say I'm a huge fan of this one either. That being said, it's short, and the concept behind this is unique for a Quickman level, but it's still a Quickman level. That letter between X and Z. For a level based solely around quick lasers, this is surprisingly fair and well made, although stupidly hard. There's safe zones in every screen at the start and end, so you can watch the pattern, then scroll off screen and restart the pattern so you can try it. And there are no sections where something shows up that you didn't notice. For anybody who's not ready for the bad times upcoming, you should try Black Hole Bomb on the lasers. Gets a 5 for music despite not having music, because silence really helps. Although I am disappointed you did not use Quickman's theme. Yeah, so just a couple of little extra comments on that. I think actually having no music there really is a help, although I say it wasn't dying too much on that level, funnily enough. But yeah, I think silence actually does help when you're first playing, because you are going to die just over and over and over again. And yeah, I do like the fact at least that you do have the safe spots there for each screen. That makes it far less dickish. Down we go, and that's the 4 levels in Tier 1, 20 through 17. And that brings us to the Tier 1 boss. Who have we got? What? Who are you? Mega Man. You don't remember me? I'm Joltman from Mega Man Eternal. I'm an original character. Please don't steal. Dr. Wily revived me as part of his plan to take over the world. A whole bunch of the other fan game Robot Masters are back too. It's great. Oh no, this is terrible. The fan game Robot Masters are back? Yep. And now, Mega Twerp, it's time to meet your doom. So I've never actually played Mega Man Eternal, so yeah, not familiar with Joltman. So I couldn't tell you whether this is or keeps like the consistent, or is faithful. That's the word I was thinking of. Faithful to his original boss fight. But yeah, either way, he's not so bad. I'm very conscious that the sound here, that was just terribly timed on my part. I'm very conscious that the sound here, or yeah, particularly the sound effects, is quite loud. So apologies for that. But yeah, he's not so bad apart from this attack, which I had a hell of a time dodging. The one down from the sky is not so bad. That attack there is not so bad. But it's this walking around one, because I can never seemingly avoid his sodding... wow, that was an absolute appalling show, and I just managed to beat him. Yeah, he's not so bad as opposed as I get hit, like, literally all the time and leave myself with one hit left. Wow. I mean, I wasn't using charge shots, I wasn't using special weapons and such like that, but yeah, wow, what an absolutely shocking show there. As I say, levels, bosses in particular, I find when I'm trying to play a Mega Man game with keyboards are just not good for me whatsoever. But yeah, and unfortunately, you like seem to do the bloody one attack there that I really don't like, or the one that I find really difficult to avoid. The one where he sort of walks from side to side, shoots a sort of energy sphere, which is pretty large, by the way. I can never get the timing down for that, but his other attacks, although, yeah, the one where stuff rains down from the sky is pretty easy. The one where he just shoots one shot, where he's standing in a corner across the bottom of the screen, is usually okay. And the one where he sort of sends out the spark shots in a sort of eight spread shot pattern is fine as well. But yeah, goodness me, what an absolutely shocking showing on the Tier 1 boss there. Good grief. Well, let's just wrap this video up by talking to a few people as we make our way to Tier 2. Fireman, the city is under attack again. I will smite the perpetrators with the flames of justice. Love Fireman from Mega Man Powered Up. Absolutely love the characterization and the voice they gave him in that game. And look, we've got another cool robot in the attic. Galaxy Man. The black hole bomb can suck up bullets. Even quick lasers are no match for it. You don't say. Mandatory for me, I think, at least in terms of getting through that level. I'm just not quite sure how you can do it without the black hole bomb. Nothing else is quick enough. Elec Man. How does Dr. Light not know that Eddie is running a shady shop in his own lab? Well, we'll come to that in a moment. Oh, we'll come to that next time. We can go to the shop. Cut Man, isn't it cool how we can just teleport wherever we want? It's cutting edge technology. No? Okay, sorry. And that brings us to Tier 2. Talk to Time Man now, why not? I don't have time for this Wily nonsense. I just want to get back to my research. So yeah, here we are, Tier 2, level 16 to 13. I will do that next time. As I say, I've managed to keep, even with the long introduction, Tier 1's fairly short. Yeah, managed to, it's gone on for perhaps, you know, getting on 40 minutes or so, but I think that's a reasonable length of time. But yeah, I'll try and keep these videos to one tier per part. But yeah, this has been the first video of Make a Good Mega Man level contest. I say the levels that we've played so far have not necessarily been great in quality. 3 of them at least, definitely not. The quickening, actually, I say, given how well that went, I actually had quite a bit of fun with that this time around. Not so much the first time; it's frustrating as hell to get through first time. But yeah, I actually had some fun with quickening this time around. And would you believe? Yeah, I got a game over on City War. Not a very good showing on my part with gameplay, but as I said, playing on keyboard with Mega Man game, not my style, not my forte whatsoever. I managed to get a game over in City War, and I just about beat Jolt Man with one health left. Wow. Let's hope my game playing improves in part 2, Tier 2. But yeah, I think the levels are going to start to get a little bit better as well anyway. So hopefully that helps with things. But yeah, it's been end of part 1, and I hope to see you next time for Tier 2, part 2 of Make a Good Mega Man level contest. Until then, cheerio.